2 years ago, I was sitting at my kitchen table, staring at a pile of stuff I didn't remember buying. 3 candles from Target I didn't need.
A throw pillow to replace a throw pillow that was completely fine.
A kitchen gadget still sealed in its box, price tag and all. And here's the part that actually scared me. I was making $63,000 a year. A solid income. Not a living paycheck to paycheck income. And yet, my credit card statement said $4,100 in charges, and my savings account said $812. $812 after years of working full-time.
Something was broken, and it wasn't my income. So I did what a lot of us do at 1 a.m.
When we can't sleep because of money stress, I started reading. And I stumbled onto something that had nothing to do with budgeting apps or spreadsheets. It was a 100-year-old Japanese system called Kakeibo. And what caught me wasn't the math. It was one sentence in the article about a Japanese word, tutsumashi, being modestly reserved with money. Because here's the thing about how we treat wealth in America. It's a performance. New cars, bigger houses, the newest phone before the old one even breaks. We show off our money. In Japan, there's a completely different operating system running underneath the culture. Wealth is kept quiet, and restraint isn't a punishment. It's respected. It's a virtue. I didn't start a side hustle. I didn't get a raise. I didn't go on some extreme deprivation diet where I stopped buying coffee for a year. I just swapped operating systems. And 12 months later, that $812 in my savings account had become over $19,000. Same job. Same paycheck. Different habits. 10 of them, specifically. And I'm going to walk you through every single one, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the quietest people you know are usually the ones with the healthiest bank accounts. Let's start with the one that started it all. Number 1 is Kakeibo itself, the handwritten ledger. It was invented in 1904 by a woman named Hani Motoko, Japan's first female journalist. No app, no algorithm. Just a notebook and a pen. You write down what you spend every day, sorted into 4 categories: needs, wants, culture, meaning education or experiences, and unexpected. That's it. Here's why this works when budgeting apps quietly fail. An app lets your brain stay asleep. The charge happens, a notification pops up, you swipe it away, and nothing about your relationship with that purchase has changed. But when you physically write $42, DoorDash, want, in your own handwriting, something shifts. Researchers call it cognitive friction. Your brain has to process the decision instead of skating past it. In my first month of doing this, and only this, I saved about $1,150. Not from a single dramatic cut, from noticing. Number 2 is Mottainai, and this one stings a little. It roughly translates to a deep sense of regret over wasting something that still had value, and Americans, structurally, are trained to waste. We throw away almost 30% of the food we buy. That's about $2,100 a year per household, straight into the trash. We replace phones every 2 years, whether they're broken or not. So I started photographing everything before I threw it out. Just a quick picture, right before it hit the trash can. And it was humbling. I was wasting about $40 of food a week without even registering it. I started meal planning around what I already had in the fridge, instead of what looked good on a grocery run. I also started fixing things instead of replacing them, which connects to a related idea called Kintsugi, repairing broken pottery with gold instead of throwing it away, so the crack becomes part of the object's story instead of a flaw to hide. My grocery bill dropped 30%. Not from eating worse, from wasting less. Number 3 is Hara Hachi, eat until you're 80% full. It comes from Okinawa, a region known for how long people there tend to live, and it's originally about food, not money. But translate it to your finances and it becomes something powerful. Live on 80% of what you earn and automatically save the other 20. Now, the average American savings rate hovers around 4%.
4, not 20.
That 20% margin isn't about punishing yourself. It's the opposite. It's respect for a version of you that doesn't exist yet.
The you 6 months from now who has an emergency fund instead of a maxed out card. You'd think saving more means feeling more restricted.
The math actually says the opposite. A real margin tends to bring less financial anxiety, not more, because the panic of what if something goes wrong quietly fades. Number 4 is Kaizen, continuous small improvement.
This is the direct opposite of the New Year's resolution model, where you overhaul your entire financial life on January 1st and burn out by March. That collapse isn't a willpower failure.
It's biology. A massive, sudden change triggers your amygdala, the fear center of your brain, and your brain fights back against anything that feels like a threat to its normal patterns.
Kaizen sidesteps that entirely. Cut dining out by 10% this month.
Bump your retirement contribution up by 1% next month. Switch to the generic brand of one thing at the grocery store. Each change is so small it flies completely under your brain's radar. No fear response, no rebellion. But stack 12 of those 1% shifts over a year, and you've quietly rebuilt your entire financial life without ever feeling like you were dieting. Number 5 is ikigai, your reason for being. You've probably heard this word used in the West as a career optimization buzzword, some diagram about the intersection of what you love and what you're good at. But in Japan, it's simpler and deeper than that. It's the purpose that gives your ordinary day meaning. Applied to money, ikigai answers one question: what is this money actually for? Say your ikigai is being present for your kids without the constant hum of financial stress in the background. Once that's locked in, an impulse purchase stops looking like a tempting treat. It starts looking like exactly what it is, an obstacle standing between you and the thing you actually care about. That reframe does more heavy lifting than any amount of willpower ever could. Number 6 is wabi-sabi, finding beauty in imperfection. The entire American consumer economy runs on manufactured dissatisfaction. A scratch on your phone screen means you need a new phone. A slightly flat couch cushion means it's time to replace the couch.
This cycle costs the average American about $4,000 to $5,000 a year on clothing and furnishings alone. Wabi-sabi is the appreciation of things that are impermanent, worn, incomplete, and still worthy.
A sweater with a little pilling. A wooden table with a scratch that tells you it's been used and lived with and loved.
When you can sit with that instead of chasing the next upgrade, you're not settling for less. You're actively keeping your money invested in your future instead of bleeding it out on replacements for things that were never actually broken. Number 7 is Oosouji, the deep clean. Traditionally, this is a literal, physical year-end house cleaning. Financially, it's a once-a-year audit with no mercy. Every December or January, you go through everything. Every subscription, every insurance premium, every debt balance, every investment account, line by line. My first Oosouji, I found $318 a month in charges I had completely forgotten existed. Phantom subscriptions. A streaming service I hadn't opened in a year. An app trial that quietly converted to a paid plan 11 months earlier. $318 a month is nearly $3,800 a year, money that had been leaking out of my account every single month while I did absolutely nothing to earn it back. I just had to look. Number 8 is Chokin, the habit of saving first, and this might be the single most important mechanical shift in the whole list. Here's how most of us are wired: earn, spend, save whatever's left over.
And because of something called Parkinson's Law, spending naturally expands to fill whatever income is available. There is almost never anything left over. It's not a coincidence.
It's a law. Chokin flips the entire sequence: earn, save, then spend what remains. The morning after payday, 20% of that paycheck automatically transfers into savings or investments before you ever see it sitting in your checking account. Your brain adapts to the number that's actually visible to you and budgets around that instead.
This single sequencing change is a huge part of why credit card debt is far lower in Japan than it is here. It's not that Japanese people have more willpower. They just structured the order of operations so willpower was never required in the first place.
Number 9 is Shinrin-yoku, forest bathing, or more broadly, free living. In America, leisure almost always means a transaction. Dinner out, a concert ticket, a shopping trip disguised as a fun afternoon. All in, that adds up to roughly $3,000 a year in what we call having fun.
Shinrin-yoku, literally translated, means bathing in the forest, quiet, unstructured time in nature with no purchase required. But the real principle underneath it is building your recreation around things that cost nothing at all. Parks, the library, a long walk with no destination, cooking a real meal at home with friends instead of splitting a check at a restaurant. I cut my entertainment spending by 60% doing this. And here's the part that actually surprised me. My weekends got better, not worse. Less rushing, less noise, more actual connection. And number 10, the one that ties everything together, is Hansei, honest self-reflection. Every month, no exceptions, you sit down for 10 quiet minutes and ask yourself 3 questions. Did I hit my savings goal? What did I buy this month that brought real, lasting value? And what am I going to do differently next month? This is the step people skip because it doesn't feel productive. There's no ledger entry, no transaction, nothing to check off. But Hansei is the hinge the entire system swings on. Without it, the other 9 habits are just isolated actions. With it, they become a loop that tightens and improves itself every single month, automatically, for as long as you keep doing it. So here's the thing about all 10 of these. None of them are flashy. None of them will make a good highlight reel.
But stack them together, month after month, year after year, and they behave exactly like compound interest, quiet, invisible, and then suddenly undeniable. The wealthiest, most financially secure people you'll ever meet usually aren't the ones with the biggest paycheck.
They're the ones with the deepest financial literacy, the ones who understood a long time ago that real wealth isn't built by earning more. It's built by respecting the money you already have and having the quiet discipline to protect it.
If even one of these 10 habits stuck with you, that's the whole point of this video. Try just one this week. The ledger, the 20% rule, whatever spoke to you, and see what happens. If this helped, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Drop a like, and tell me in the comments, which of these 10 habits are you starting with?